Yo, what's up guys, this is Gloves here, and this is a Call of Duty commentary, and this is going to be focused on the gameplay. I know it's been a long time since you've seen a commentary that is focused on the gameplay. I tend to sort of pick a topic and speak more eclectically on that topic rather than focusing on the gameplay, but this is a little bit of a decent game. It's not spectacular, don't get me wrong, I'm not going, 100 kills and stuff like that. But it's a gameplay that I feel I can really sort of dissect in a sort of Woody style, where I dissect the gameplay and tell you how you can improve on this map in particular. And this leads me on to a series that is going to be coming onto my channel very shortly, and I'll update you very soon, and you'll probably see the first episode in a couple of videos, because I've got my 100th video coming up and I want to do something special just for that. So this is going to be, I think, my 99th video that's going to be uploaded, if I've worked out my numbers correctly. Don't want to upload this as like the 101 this might be, and I'm sorry if that has happened. It's already happened, the special video for my 100th video. Anyway, this is going to be focusing on the gameplay, and I really thank you for all the support that you've been giving me recently. On all of my videos I've been getting some great feedback, and hopefully I can take that on board and really just make this the best video that I've put up to date. And hopefully that's what I try and do with every video. I try and make each one better than the previous ones, because that's the only way we're going to improve. Now anyway, talking about the map, Yemen as a map, it's probably my favourite map on the game actually. I always vote for it when it comes up. I always seem to have good games on it. I'm not talking amazing games because I'm not that beast player. I could keep a 2KD if I only played it, probably 2.5, maybe 3 if I was really pushing myself. But it's not something I do. I just play Call of Duty for fun. I'm more of a, use a crossbow for a few games. I've not got that in gold yet. There's still one challenge that I need to do for my crossbow to get it in gold, and I'll use knife only, as you'll see a gameplay coming up of Search and Destroy on Turbine that will be knife only, and it will be sort of an ode to Blade, obviously a reference to when he used me Blade, who was the sort of first person to really try it out and publish it on YouTube and be successful doing that. But talking about the map Yemen, I've listed maybe four or five points that have how you can improve your gaming in general on any map. But this is going to be focusing, first of all, the thing you need to remember is the map. This map, Yemen, is got a lot of long lines of sight, and you may think, why have you used the shotgun then? What I tend to do is kill someone with my shotgun and then pick up their weapon as well, a sort of recycling process. And you can see I picked up the PDW, and I just go on absolute tear here because I've got the perfect combination of distance with the submachine gun. I know when the battle's not winning. I'm not going to win that battle just then. He was in the window, he had the high ground, he had a longer range gun, and I backed off. So you need to be aware of where people are going to sit as well, the common spots that people are going to sit and camp and look at you and have the advantage over you. There's no point in rushing into a battle that you know you've got no chance. I don't want to be someone running into a battle that's 50-50. I want a battle that's 70-30 in my favour, and the key is setting up those encounters so that you can just completely dominate your opponents and really have these gameplays that everyone's putting up. Now that's very good in theory. And what I mean by that is, sometimes when you're in these positions, you're setting up, you can be called camping if you're sitting in these positions and just setting up in these power positions. And that's not something that I do. As you can probably see, I get impatient. I hate sitting around in just one spot. It's not the way I play the game. But if you play the game that way, that's completely understandable. I don't call it camping when you're locking down a certain area. If you're just sitting there not moving, obviously, you're just setting up your tent and you're out for the night. But if you're just tactically locking down a certain area, I can see the benefits of that as a team game, as well as, if you're doing free-for-all or something like that. And this leads me on to my next point of just knowing spawns. Spawns are key. If you see all your teammates on one side of the map, your enemy's not, unless it's Aftermath, obviously probably the worst map in the game. I hate that map. You can spawn 2 feet away from an enemy. Anyway, drifting off topic there. Knowing your spawns. If your whole team is on one side of the map, the general rule is that the opponents are going to be spawning on the other side, and if you can work your one player, you on your own, away from all your teammates. I hate being around my teammates. I hate feeling claustrophobic with my teammates, every side of me, because I know that I'm not going to be able to predict where the enemy are going to spawn. So you're going to want to sort of keep a sort of distance from your teammates. You don't want to be isolated on your own when 3 or 4 people come around, unless you're getting these quad feeds and stuff like that, and you're confident about using the gun. Say if you're going to have a big clip submachine gun or something like that, then yeah, you're going to be able to take out these opponents and use it in these sort of quad feeds, triple feeds and things like that. But you want to keep a bit of distance between them, because you don't want to be not knowing where they're going to spawn and they'll sneak up behind you or something like that. And something that you want to try and do is sneak up on the enemy. As you can see, I often use this route here, right here, that I'm doing in the video, where I will go out that door there, the double doors in front of me when the opponents are spawning on the far side, in the far corner. If you were at the start of the game, as you can, did I spawn over that side? Yeah, I did spawn over that side, but that cut off a bit in the theatre mode, and the theatre mode unfortunately does glitch at the end, and I do not see the last sort of 4 kills that I get, or 5 kills that I get, so it's not actually a 50 plus gameplay, it's actually 40 something that I've actually captured. Anyway, yeah, that's sort of the 1 point, the 2 points that I've probably mentioned so far, the sort of map and the class. You're setting up your class per map. Often people say don't play the map, play the opponents, and that's true to an extent, but I'm not really sure about that, because the opponents that you're playing, one thing that you don't want to do is farm for lobbies. You don't want to go into a lobby, back out if it's a good lobby, back out if it's a good lobby, back out if it's a good lobby. Just stay in there, get a feel for the opponents. You can see Master Prestiges who are piss poor, let's be honest, they've just played it for a long time. And you can absolutely dominate these lobbies anyway, regardless of the levels in the game. I don't pay attention to any levels. I sort of have a look at the score per minute. I think that's one thing that you can really check on, and how they're playing objectively. And you don't want to play a team that's completely objectively, unless you're obviously a beast player and you can carry a team. But the opponents sort of link into the teammates, which I've put as 1 point, the opponents and teammates. So knowing your opponents, knowing their moves before they try and make it. It can sound sort of cliche, knowing the opponent's moves before they make them. But you need to anticipate movements, in that you need to know the maps so well, intrinsically well, that you know whether there could be a guy sitting in that corner to my right. As soon as I go through this door, I'll check my corner, and then I'll move on to the next area where I think they might be. If I'm not constantly looking at my minimap, which is something that I do, and it's a habit that I sort of want to grow out of slightly, because I tend to glance up at the minimap and that'll cost me a death every now and then. But it's obviously something you really want to do if you're just starting out, is pay really good attention to the minimap and where your teammates are. And the final thing I just want to put in really quickly, because the video is about to end, and I don't want to extend it too long, I might just run a little bit over, and I'm sorry about that, but it's kill streaks. Don't set your kill streaks too high or too low. If they're too low, you're just going to rinse them through them, and you're not going to be able to get the maximum amount of kills that you're going to get. What am I getting this game? 45. 45 to 14 is the gameplay, but it did actually go on for a little bit longer. Theatre mode cuts it out for some reason because it's such a shit. Sorry for swearing. Completely lost my train of thought. Kill streaks, yeah, you don't want to put them too low, so you just rinse through them, or you don't want to put them too high, so you can't achieve them, a couple of times in a game. I think Orbital VSAT is a must if you're running big kill streaks, because it helps you and your teammates out, and you benefit from helping your teammates out in team-based games such as Kill Confirmed, Domination and Team Deathmatch. And I think that's really the crux of kill streaks, is helping your teammates out but also benefiting you in the end. The VSAT, you get the points for the assist, which can lead to your dog swarm. So if you have made it this far, even past the end of the video, I do applaud you, and I'm very happy that you've stayed here the whole time. So do leave a like, a comment and subscribe. Hopefully this has been my best video to date, and I'll try and make the next one even better for my 100th video. Hope you enjoy the music in the background. Link will be in the description where you can find that, and peace out, guys.